My fellow Americans and friends around the world, today I want to talk about a sport that has captured the hearts of many. Professional darts. In recent times, it seems that this noble game has faced divisions, much like the challenges we've confronted in our own history. But just as we have always risen above our differences, so too can the world of darts. It's up to the new leaders and emerging talents in this sport to step forward, bridge the gaps, and guide us all towards unity. And may the best players win.
Hi, everyone. I am Nick Teixeira, joined by Sean Green here. As he said, I'm going to lead it in. I got it, guys. And then proceeded to go silent. This is the match that will leave us speechless. I just didn't expect it so early on. Danny Baggish, Mike Maloney. I'm Nick Teixeira. That's Sean Green. Hi, everyone.
Hey, that's Nick Teixeira. I'm Sean Green. Let's just introduce ourselves for a third time. Welcome to the CSC Challenger Series where nothing goes, but we're going to have great darts anyway. It's Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash, taking on Danny Baggish. Listen, at the beginning of the season, Nick, it's what we were expecting. It's what we were looking forward to seeing, and we get it. Another battle between Mike Maloney and Danny Baggish. Is this one going to be different than the matches before it?
Well, this is the best grudge match in darts, if you ask me. The second best being myself and Will Stewart, apparently. As you can see, clearly he couldn't show his face after that whooping from Nick Teixeira over here. And let me tell you, these guys have been going back and forth, chirping online, taking jabs at each other, and really just the trash talk game is at an 11. And that's why this match is so beautiful to see. And this is the first time where this match has happened where I think, honestly, Mike Maloney has the advantage against current defending president Danny Baggish.
Wow, that's actually a bold take. I understand it, right? Mike's been playing a lot. Danny says he has not been playing very much. I can guarantee you he has been preparing for this matchup. I would not let anything that he says fool you. It's probably trying just to relax Mike a little bit. Mike's going to be like, oh, I got this easy. And then Danny's going to strike. I'm telling you, this could go either way. And it's not because of what's been said out there. It's because of what's been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It is a little bit of mental game, right? These guys are good friends. They've known each other for a long time. Danny's trying to level those expectations a little bit. But really, I think it's a little bit of a defense mechanism. He truly doesn't think he is going to win this one in his heart of hearts a little bit, right? He really does think Mike is going to take the win here. But I also think that's part of him saying that he wants Mike to have the shoulders a little extra relaxed here. This is going to be very, very interesting. And I think it's time we take a look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, let's do that because it's going to be a really close battle. Let's take a look at Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash from Excel Entertainment, playing at the Cantina. He's been playing for 18 plus years, give or take. His average of 5.89 NPR heading into this. That is number one. The 68.4% win rate, also number one. He's throwing those win more Mike Maloney 18 grams. I can tell you those darts are about 3 weeks old that he's throwing currently, as I have his other set. He also has 67 9 marks with 2 white horses, 104 7 marks, 75 marks, and 53 games played. Round 1, he beat Casey Jones 9-4. Round 2, Rick Hinsey 9-5. Don Stewart in round number 3 9-6, and then Luke Pritzel 9-2 in round 4. I don't care who you are, that is a gauntlet of players, and he never got within 3 legs of a loss.
Yeah, and again, 2-time winner of the CSC Challenger Series since we've taken it over here. If he ends up winning the seat tonight, he'll be at advantage to potentially be our first 3-time winner in 7 seasons. It would pretty much solidify himself as the most dominant CSC player. A title that honestly, you would have assumed gone to Leonard Gates, who got eliminated 9-4, against Ram Guevara Jr. in the Battle of Houston Part 3.
Wow. Ram is, of course, my pick to win, but obviously these two guys are going to be tough to get through. Tell us a little bit about the Rambler.
Yeah, Danny Baggish here, your current defending president of the CSC Challenger Series, playing for the vendor C&M Darts out of Trick Shots Metro West there. He's been playing for about 28 years, give or take. Look at the gray on his face. I'm going to be honest, it's probably closer to 48 years. Averaging a 5.75. That's third next to Rem Guevara in second with a 60.9% win rate. Fun fact, he called this match off the record before you or I knew. We already picked our own stat lines for this one. Yep. He says that he thinks this is going 9-6 Maloney. Again, trying to temper expectations, maybe a little bit of mind games. I mean, there's a lot of different mental gymnastics going on between these guys.
Danny's not a dumb human being by any stretch of imagination. He's one of the most street smart people that I know. And I'm telling you right now, he knows that in order to beat Mike Maloney, he has to play these mental games. And telling you that he thinks that Mike's going to win 9-6 with knowing that Mike Maloney listens to our broadcast every week, you don't think that's not done on purpose? I'm really secretly doubting his lack of confidence in himself. It's Danny Baggish. If there's one thing that makes him who he is, it's his confidence in himself. I fully see him going into this match thinking he's going to win, and as he should, as Mike will do, as Mike should. And Mike will hope that Danny's going into it thinking Danny's going to win, and Danny's going to hope that Mike's going into it thinking Mike's going to win. Like, that's how these guys like to play. I think it's going to be a high quality affair no matter what. I think a 6+ average wins tonight. And I don't think there's going to be too many legs that are won. Maybe one leg is won below a 5.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. As you can see, guys, of course, Mike Maloney's playing online before his online match. That is the most on-brand thing possible. If I had to give my prediction
just
tonight
a league match right now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, at least it's not a league match for that one. That one was just an online extra warm. He was playing a league on the board next to him, though. But I will say, scoreline for tonight, for me, I am going 9-7 Maloney. I think the line for 9 marks, if I had to pick it, since our 9 mark picker, we'll see where it should be here in a little bit. 38.5 9 marks is the line, which would be, I believe, a third all-time high. So just a heads up, that's what I'm calling this one at, because even if this might be favored to Maloney, the legs that we are going to get that are winning are going to be high octane. And I personally believe 42 9 marks is the exact number tonight. I'll go ahead and bet my Indy to the Point streaming hat on that one.
Wow. And he's going to bring it this week in the TOC. Someone's going to win that lucky bad boy. I'm just kidding. Either way, I like those numbers. I'm just going to roll with those for you. Those sound like winning numbers to me.
Well, it looks like these players are ready.
This one. Let us know who you have in this one. If you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules of the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. This is the KINGSEAT, meaning both these guys are the final 2 players on the winner's side. The players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. That's what you're about to see here. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that, and if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the Mike Maloney advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
we go for speed.
The players will cork for start in that last leg decider. The winner tonight guaranteed $2,250. The loser, well, he's only guaranteed $1,750. And he also has to double dip to get that $4,500 prize to first place. It's going to be a good battle, guys. Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page because you'll get entered into tonight's live stream giveaway from A2ZDarts.com. They are offering up a massive Hulk smash of a deal, as today's raffle winner will receive a set of Mike Maloney soft tip darts in 20 grams from Winmore. How about that?
That's a great giveaway there. So leave a comment, let us know. I see a bunch of comments already. What do you mean the Rambler? The Rambler, Danny adopted that nickname after commentating in Florida. It was I don't know if I would go as far as to say it was a hate comment, but it was not a fan comment. They were and they were definitely trying to insult him by calling him the Rambler. He's like, dude, I love it. And so now he has officially adopted the moniker the Rambler, if you guys are curious. Not a typo. The guy really does just ramble.
He likes to hear himself speak almost as much as I do. But we are off and running. Only a 3-mark start from Mike Maloney here in leg number 1. And the Rambler comes back with only 3 of his own. These guys are not hyping this up the way that we wanted them to.
Perfect, boys. Just go ahead and hype it up online. And when it starts off, we're just doing what Sean and I could have done if we streamed ourselves playing.
Yeah,
and off to the races. Oh boy, yeah. Let's talk about why this match is so exciting, right? I mean, not only are we getting these two guys that are business partners that for some reason in both of their biopics don't actually wear their own jerseys. We're also seeing as we get our first
dynamite
of the season, of the match of the season. What am I talking about? On top of that, I mean, you're talking about two of the best soft tip cricket players that I think the game has ever seen. That is what makes this match exciting as well, on top of the fact of their camaraderie, their ability to talk trash and know each other on a very personal level.
I like that statement. I think there's a lot of people that would argue against you, but they are definitely up there. Danny for sure. And I'm talking like on a world stage. I think a lot of people know him for that. Mike is obviously one of the best soft tip players in the country, if not arguably the best soft tip player in the country on any given day when he wants to be. But I don't know. There's a lot of those international players that are pretty darn good.
Oh, sure. When you start looking at the entirety of the globe of darts, I would agree that range is way larger. But if you look at North American darts, it's hard to argue around Danny being debatably the best cricket player that we've seen, especially for his strategy and himself, and Mike in general on soft tip. When you look at that scale, I think it might apply.
Well, so far we're seeing a lot of 7 marks. 1-9 from Baggish, who has the higher ground by a lot. We'll see when he decides to take a look at the 16s. Ooh, it's early.
This is a big last start here. Needs to collect.
And that gave him a 17.
Yeah, that was a flight slot.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can tell the way it hit the board there. Dart kind of kicked backwards, and happy accidents make for good results.
Well, 9 mark here for Mike Maloney. Boom goes the dynamite for Mike Maloney, his first of the match.
And already over 1,200 people almost tuning in now across all 4 of our platforms. You guys are amazing. We know that this is exactly what you want to see right before we head out to TOC here to start our coverage the 5th through the 9th of October.
Yeah, it starts Saturday morning, man. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great 5 days of live coverage.
It's truly probably my favorite tournament to work at. It's one of my favorite tournaments to play in. Unfortunately, don't really get to do that too much anymore. It's seriously such a good time. On top of the fact that we get to see all of you guys. And, you know, everyone that's here tuning in for the CSC and everything else. It's cool to actually be able to put faces to the names.
Baggish was looking around the board, trying to get himself a 9 mark. Advantage him, leg number 1, against the throw of Mike Maloney.
At least, difference aside, if it's going to happen, leg number 1's the least consequential time for it to happen, right?
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's basically just like Danny starting.
Exactly. Here we go. 3 bulls needed for Mr. Danny Baggish, the Rambler.
There's 2. And he bails to go to the 17s.
Interesting.
Math. That's why.
It is a math shot, but it's also just one of those things where you're kind of scratching your head at that given moment. Yeah. You think that he normally would collect.
Mike can't win.
It's an 85-point difference now. Interesting there. Just wanted to prolong it a little bit more, spend some more time with his good buddy Mike. Or should I say Mick Maloney? I know Troy's in chat.
Yeah. Hey, Troy. What's up, Dagger Dan?
Yeah, there's so many of you guys right now, and I see so many different comments. Normally, I read every single comment as we're going. You guys are blowing up the chat tonight, so if we miss you, just know we love you. Especially you, Vanessa Long Arms Talks.
Yeah, Jeremy Burns says total mind game to Maloney. I don't think it's one that's going to affect him, although it did make him overthink, as it did us. Is there winning darts here? And there's not. And as soon as he's like, well. So there was that extra thought process that's done there, and Danny's going to take away the 20s real quick.
Attempt to, at least.
He does stay there. Does not hit a Maloney double. He does go for the treble segment.
Yeah, so now Mike's going to try to get his own setup here, right? Attacking the 17s, and that's awkward. He does not like that the first one's hanging over top.
That's not on purpose. To get down there like that on that first dart. He'll take that. Good close. I can't believe you fit that second dart in there. Yeah, he's not looking to leave those above the wire.
Yeah, exactly. So he has to play the exact corner of the pocket and risk hitting the wire. Danny's taking advantage of this now. Single will get the point lead at least. He can take the swing back if he wants. He's looking. He does not collect, though.
That is not his strategy, typically, by the way.
No, it is not.
Something different right now.
And you'll hear it a little bit in the interview, but Mike openly acknowledges that Danny does adapt his strategy depending on scenario, depending on feel. And he expects him to switch around his strategies. And Mike, on the other hand, just going to continue to do what he always does. He plays his typical strategy, his more traditional strategy, other than the doubles aspect of it. As Danny now kind of making a muck of this one.
A muck. You're welcome.
That was great.
There's a Maloney double. And back to it. That's an 8 mark for the Hulk smash himself.
I do appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in here, hanging out. Of course, you look at the run, right? Danny Baggish was almost not going to ever be in this match. If you look back at, I believe week 2 was when he played Ram in a 9-8 victory, where it came down to just under 25 points between the two gentlemen in the last leg decider. Imagine how different this run would have been considering Ram's form right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I picked him, right? It's in his game and in his wheelhouse to finally. He's been the one constant continuing to improve player, I think, in the CSC from beginning to now. And I mean that every single season he has tend to improve a little bit. It's been really impressive, obviously. Mike went at a triple there on the 16s. I wonder what he was thinking. But yeah, it's no matter who makes it to the third place match between these two players, neither of them want to be there because they know Ram Gravar is in the bottom of the bracket.
No, exactly. And you'll hear us talk with the players later on. We talked about the 4 remaining players on the losers side and who they think the run is going to come from to get to that last or third place match, as Maloney gets leg number 2.
5.4 defeats the 417 from Baggish.
Yeah, that might be Baggish's lowest game tonight. You would have to imagine, right? I mean, if you throw much lower than that consistently, it's going to lead to some troubles.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Well, here we go. And this start's going to be a little bit better. Finding a 6 mark on the open, the player going first in the first 2 legs only shot 3 marks, and you can't expect a trend like that to continue. And I see a couple of the people in chat talking. A lot of people are picking either JC or Ram, but that's only one side of the match. The other side is going to be the Luke Pritzel, Rick Kinsey, the players that have shown the same level of brilliance, but not the same level of consistency as JC and Ram as of late.
Yeah, that one's going to be a good battle. I'm excited to see who we get 4th place match next week. I think whoever it is going to put on a heck of a show.
Just a reminder, not next week. We will be taking this Wednesday and next Wednesday off. So yeah, the next 2 Wednesdays, there will be no CSC stream here as TOC will be happening.
I knew that.
Brandon Parker saying, great commentary from Nick One Bull DeShera. Listen, we were pretty close to beating Alex Spellman, but we'll only take the 1 leg off him. That was my blind draw partner over at the Filthy Assassin Throwdown in Sturdivant, Wisconsin this last weekend.
Danny's going to back that up because that's a 6 mark in there and not a 4. Shout out to the people in the background. I see Joe Club 401. I see Mr. Kenny Doyle back there.
Yeah, you got David
Who else
Sally
is-
back there as well. You got Josh. You got a few guys hanging out there. John Titus, a bunch of different people supporting.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there from Mike Maloney. That's only number 3, and we're in leg number 3. And you were all excited for all these 9 marks you were going to get, Nick, and so far, not so good.
Yeah, you know what? Crazier things have happened in the CSC, man. I'm just saying. And if I'm wrong, I can never be as wrong as 10. I'll take
You're not
that.
wrong.
I'll take that.
That is way worse. We are expecting
boy.
the Will Stewart to join us at some point. He is driving home and doing all that, and I swear, as if I didn't just warn everybody.
Who do
Well,
we got?
I had to jump in here, fellas, because first off, you waited until now to have the worst opener in CSC history. Congratulations to both of you. And 2, obviously I am showing face tonight, Nick, because I'm here. Someone just had to drive 10 and a half hours to get home in time for the CSC. So I am
Boom
up
goes
here,
the
you.
dynamite.
Mike Maloney. 7.2 playing a 6.2. We are joined by the GOAT, Mr. Will Stewart himself. Will, it's great to have you here, bud.
Okay, well,
Glad you made it home safely.
that's terrifying what you just did there. But hey,
Look,
happy to
stop
be
being
here,
too cool
everybody.
to school. Gosh.
Happy to be here, everybody.
Danny with the last possible swing of things here in this leg. Might need 4 bowls and the treble. Not going to get that. Doesn't even get 4 bowls. Will, 1-1 score line. I know that you've obviously watched from the get-go. Sorry about that. I
Honestly,
thought
I
it'd be a
just
fun.
caught the very beginning.
I thought it'd be a fun prank to play on Nick by telling him I was going to do the opening and then just freeze the whole time until he decided to start.
Well, there's a 5.86, besting a 6.50. There's
Yep.
Danny Baggish gets the job done in leg number 3.
And I know what you're thinking. What else can Mike do there? And the answer is shoot a 7.
So, what were your predictions here before this match?
I did not give one actually on purpose, but Nick said 9-6. No, he said 9-7 Maloney.
9.7 Maloney. Okay.
What do you got?
I definitely go the opposite. I'd go 9.6 or 9.7 Baggish, simply because I got him as my pick for this season already. So I think he's out to prove a point here tonight ahead of the Tournament of Champions this coming weekend.
Yeah, well, these two gentlemen are going to be playing together in all these triples events, right? With some Dutch guy that they found on the street.
What a
That's
garbage
nice.
team.
Yeah, whoever beats them every time, because it's going to happen. Just enjoy that feeling of beating them, because it'll be nice. We'll enjoy it when it happens, because that's obviously the super team.
It's not really that great of a team. I mean, it's a has been and never was, and some Dutch guy. I mean, come on.
Well, that some Dutch guy has swept everything before the TOC. Danny Baggish, yeah, you're right. He's just a commentator, but he's having beginner's luck in the CSC Challenger Series, so you might have beginner's luck there. And Mike Maloney is at least good for second place in every tournament he plays in.
There you go. Another 7 on the board here in this leg.
I wonder if he's averaging a 7.
Yeah, he definitely is. I think no matter what, Baggish, you're looking at 2-2.
Yes. Yep. And that's why my final score prediction is going to be 9-8. And it's going to be 9-8 Mike Maloney tonight. And the reason why I have that going the way of that is just because I'm an idiot. And Danny would definitely win a last leg decider, but I'm going to pick Mike.
Okie diddly okio. I'm an idiot.
Crazier things have happened. Elliot Milk must have really liked my comment there. Today's raffle winner, all you got to do is leave a comment in our chat like Elliot Milk just did, just in a different, slightly less creepy way, on Facebook, and leave a like on our Facebook page to get entered into tonight's live stream giveaway. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a set of Mike Maloney soft tip darts and 20 grams from Winmore. That's right. A free set of Mike Maloney 20-gram darts. Very few people have been offered that opportunity. You, all at home, are one of those people. Just let us know.
Did you?
Who you got tonight?
I'm sorry, I just have to jump in because Mike Maloney just commented saying, give a guy a set of barrels and boom, on your side. So just want to let you know, Mike Maloney, while playing this match, just said that he bought Sean, and now Sean is in partial.
Well,
Yep. Good steal there from Mike. Go ahead and pop the 20 with the last dart. Have that 15-point advantage, forcing Danny to the 18s or 17s. He does like that bottom side of the board.
he's getting rid of the high ground. One of those moves that is not a typical move that a player will make, but it will be the move that he will make more often than not. He lives by this high ground, low ground rule. And honestly, it is a way to win a match with a lower average than your opponent. Right now, he's third overall in the averages.
Well, look at the disgust
Mike Maloney.
Look at this disgust from Maloney there.
Yep.
As he kind of gives this back to Danny. And look at him trying to steal that 18 rather than going for the points and then back up because he knows a 5 mark still gets you points on the board.
Let us know in the chat. Give us a little show of hands. Who's going to TOC? Who's going to be here the next from Saturday through Wednesday?
Should be a good amount of people. No denying that.
Drop some hand emojis in chat, unless you're Tyler Hensey.
Come on now. Come on now.
I said raise your hand just so it includes for inclusion purposes, and then you go and ruin it.
That's gonna be a quick turnaround. Let's just say that Nick and I get in Wednesday. You get in Friday? Is that right, Sean?
Friday. Yep. Still got to teach.
Fortunately, someone has to teach the youth of today to make the bright
and unfortunately
minds
that's
of the future.
Fortunately for all the kids, not for me.
Well, here we go. Baggish. Good 7.
We've seen some real up and down play so far from the players.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, some surprising numbers. Yeah, we've had a couple 6s here, but a 4, 5, 1, 7, 5, 1, 5, 4 in that second leg. But let's be honest. I mean, it's still pretty impressive though. Anytime you're over the 5 mark.
Well, of course.
Look at this. Danny Baggish to the bull.
We saw this weekend that none of us could do that. Good close there from Maloney.
Still has
Baggish 2 bulls needed for a 3-2 lead.
Still has those 18s though, but I think it's just chances are Danny's not gonna miss 2 bulls. Come on.
Nah. Cheers, Roy. Or Troy. Troy Leroy. Yeah. American teacher. Mark Lacombe in there, the stats man. Mark, it's going well. It'll be starting up in a couple weeks.
By the way,
the goal is to have that tournament back.
By the way, I kind of like what you did there, bud, because you said American teacher instead of English teacher, like you really are.
No, I'm an English teacher, but he wasn't talking about that. He was just talking like that I'm a teacher in America. Remember, Troy's from New Zealand.
I figured you were just switching it around to American teacher just
No.
because. That's gotta be good.
Right, well, Maloney cannot win 10 games. But I think he wins 9.
These guys both have Maloney. I don't know. We've seen these back-to-back movements from numerous individuals here. I mean, Leonard Gates, Mike Maloney, as well as, Danny hoping to do that this year. We'll see. Wow.
Listen, I do not fault you for your pick. That is for sure. If anyone that is going to beat Mike Maloney, even with a worse average, it's going to be Danny.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how he masterfully plays this game. And I think that he tried to undersell how much he was playing or practicing or trying to get prepared for this, and in a way to kind of get inside Mike's head. And right now, not that that's what's doing it right this second. That's just bad electrician syndrome that Mike's playing with right now.
I mentioned,
but Leonard, I think that definitely has something to do with it.
I mentioned Leonard here. We need to take a moment, wish him some good luck for this weekend's World Senior Match play.
Yeah, cheers, Leonard.
It's going to be tough on him. He's going to be making that trek right to Kansas City to participate in the events that he can. I think CDI and the finale, if possible.
Paul, you and me both, buddy. You and me both.
Baggish should
Yep.
steal away the advantage here, I feel. Maybe not.
It's almost like you're trying to play for fun by like just moving around the board.
And sometimes you got to do that. You just got to play a little bit different strategy just to kind of keep the pace up, keep something different. It's good to do that. That's a difficult round though. That miss gonna
Mike,
hurt.
I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm going to say, Mike.
Baggish knows this is a big moment here to collect on these 16s, take them away. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Just the 5.
But yeah, but if he just shoots all 18s there, he has the point lead by 1.
He wanted. He just didn't think that bed was open enough for him. That's why he gave himself the option to move to the 17s. I think he knows he's got the 2 bigger pots. The 2 bigger houses here. Just hold out.
I agree.
And get the leg.
I mean, I see him pointing more. He's blocking himself. Yeah.
And that's why he goes double there. Look at that.
Gross last start.
That is nasty.
It's like, oh, that was best case scenario.
Jeremy Burns.
Mike's wondering why the Dark Gods hate him. Whose comment?
Oh, Jeremy Burns.
Yeah. Double bull. Another double from Danny Baggish. So he closes those and points on him. Again, must be nice.
Still getting a little tricky here as there's a double. 17 to close it out.
Listen, when it doesn't work the first time, all you do is try it again. That's what you live by.
Look at Danny's uneasiness here. What was a promising leg for him kind of turned the tide.
That was him just doing the math. Now the math doesn't math anymore. But that's insane.
Double.
He hasn't missed double bowls except for one time. Mike continuing to do Mike stuff. Ooh boy. Uh-oh.
Little Harry.
Still not winning darts for Baggish, but he can take complete control.
That he can. A double. Trip 16. There's the first. He steps back. Settles in once again.
Oh, it's a tough
You
second.
still may go for it. Yeah, I was going to say, he still may go for that 16 just with the placement of that dart.
Yep. And if you're Mike, you never think about moving. Why? Does you no good. You're losing 2 points every time to his doubles. So you might as well stay there for all of them. Boom goes the dynamite, Mike Maloney.
5 for him tonight. Already. Guess I can't really say already. I expected a little bit more, to be fair.
What are we up to now?
We're only up to 6.
Yeah, it's been real
6
slow.
leg.
Moving.
Yeah, it's been I honestly, if I was going to do a 9 mark counter tonight, I was honestly thinking, 30, 34 and a half or so, but.
Yeah, that's about what Nick said.
Yeah, I put it at 38.5 for the people, and I personally picked 42 as a straight up.
Dang, that's a spread gap there, brother, for the.
I was trying to make it sound good. I was trying to make him sound better. He blew it anyway.
He blew it. Yeah,
Hey,
that's quite the
I own
gap
it.
there.
Sometimes I get the sometimes it's 10 9 marks, sometimes it's not. Oh, it's never been 10 9 marks.
Well, Mike Maloney does pull it out a 5.13, and it seemed like it was much higher level of play there than a 5.13 to a 4.33. I mean, that's still great, don't get me wrong, but it's not for these two. When we're literally going to see a 7 play a 7 at some point.
Yeah, this has been back and forth here as we go into the last leg before our break. Danny Baggish with the start, so does have that subtle advantage here. Yeah, needed that last start.
Mike going to do the exact same thing. He is getting real frustrated, like overly animated.
He is getting a little frustrated tonight. I think he knows the stakes.
It's too early.
Yeah.
It's too early, though.
It is a little early.
He doesn't need to win this here. He doesn't need to be up 4-3 going to the break. He, of all people, knows that going to the break with the lead doesn't matter at all, no matter how big that lead is. So you might as well just kind of settle in. If you get the opportunities, take the opportunities. You got an opportunity right here. And then you take that opportunity. Boom goes the dynamite. See, that's how that works. But now Danny's going to come back with one of his own. Eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Once again.
Mike Chamberlain. Maybe Mike's thinking about trying out the shooter advantage rule. It's a bold move, Cotton. We're going to see if it pays off for him if he goes that route. I think he's trying to figure out how to miss triples right now. Because that's not happening. Back-to-back 9s from Maloney. Jeremy, how about now?
Once again, guys, big shout out for joining us for our King Seat match here in Division 1. Figured that may go. Let us know once again where you're tuning in from as well. We enjoy that. It also gets you entered into tonight's raffle prize from A2ZDarts.com.
Maloney doubles in the double 20 to get rid of it. Yeah, speaking of A2ZDarts.com, today is your last chance to get the A2Z Darts Dart of the Month. You can earn $50 off all Harrow Toro darts and get a free pack of flights. You'll get added into the raffle to win a set of Harrow's Black Knight Steel Tip darts on top of that when you purchase that Dart of the Month. The giveaway ends October 1st, which is, in like 2.5 hours on my side. Good luck to everyone. And the new Target launch is here with a ton of new products, including more K-Flex colors like the neon ones. Shot has also debuted 3 new barrel ranges. Purchase the new Shot launch dart and get a free flight deck while supplies last. For more dart launches, check out the Colonial launch and the Winmore US player launch. That Colonial launch is pretty sweet, huh, Will?
Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. I tell you what, I was not using the barrels when I got beat by Nick, so we can't use that excuse. So just want to let you know.
Guys, he gets his own line of barrels and doesn't even throw them. What does that say? Get the Jim Mouse today.
You know what? When you're too busy streaming and making a living, making a livelihood for your family, you know, because I got a wife and a kiddo.
Boom goes the dynamite, Danny Baggish.
Not just a cat, you know, so I got to take care of business. Last thing on my mind is taking my barrels.
God forbid I show my animal love.
I love you guys. This new TIFF, this new online feud is great.
It's offline too. Don't worry, guys.
You ain't a woofing. Look at this from Baggish. That's a 9. Back-to-back 9s for Baggish. Trying to dig his way into this one. 6.71 MPR right now for Mike Maloney in this last leg before we go to the break. One of the important ones, right, Will?
Yeah, this is one of those important legs we circle. We circle 7, 8, 9 as our really go-to legs where things can get really interesting at.
He missed a triple, and even he's disappointed.
I am glad. You know what? That is true, Keegan. You know, we are alongside the Swiss Darts Trophy winner this past weekend, Mr. Martin Schindler, aka Nick Teixeira.
Yes. Did you like that that call last week? You didn't even hear it. Never mind.
Nope, I didn't. What did you talking about?
Him being Martin Schindler.
Because he looks exactly like him.
It looked like him, yeah. Lisa Ditchley. How about this? Lisa Ditchley in the chat saying, "Let's go, Mike Maloney." She has a little skin in that game because her CSI partner is none other than Mike Maloney.
Yeah, and last year Mike Maloney played with Ashley Went, the better half of Scuba Steve, for last year's reference. Of course, Danny did not play last year. He was too busy making sure that the rest of us sounded good on the microphone.
Yeah, we're going to be sounding real smart this year just because of him, so that's nice. Ooh, we got a proud member of Team Will in there. I didn't even think that was a person that existed in this world. Hey, Will, welcome back.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's okay.
Kiddo yelling down for me.
Well, you are the family man.
Yeah. Try to be. He's a little upset that Dad has been gone the past week, so now he's thrilled and let me know it.
Well, the good news, you'll be here all this week.
leaving Wednesday, bud. Sorry. Well, here we go. Approaching that 1,000-point game from both parties. Mike already there.
Jeremy asked for my address for the trophy against Will and I's match. I just want everyone to know the only damage that was done to my house from that hurricane is that my entire mailbox flew away and nothing else happened. So unfortunately, I can't even receive mail right now, but I'll take that trophy in person.
Well, Mike Maloney steals leg number 7 just when we say he didn't need it. He will now be the person with the advantage moving forward. So 4-3 lead, Mike Maloney. Will, what do you think so far?
Yeah, back and forth other than that last leg there where Maloney was able to produce and go back to back. So we're going to find out after these quick interviews with our players. Stay right here as we give you this last bit of our King Seat match coming up next.
Joined by President of the CSC Challenger Series, Danny Baggish. And Mr. Baggish, thank you for taking time out of your busy campaigning season. Where's your campaign headquarters located tonight and what company's backing you?
Trick Shots Metro West Orlando C&M Darts.
And you said time and time again, you just want to be a commentator. What does that even mean?
Listen, Nick, I don't play like that anymore. I'm working. I love the commentating. I love being honest with people. I just don't throw darts like that anymore. So I enjoy being behind the mic, and I enjoy giving everyone the raw strategies of everything in my eyes.
Yeah, but here's the problem, Danny, is, you know, you're saying that you just want to be a commentator. You're talking about how you haven't been practicing. You're saying this, that, and the other online. Some people are saying that's you coming up with excuses for in case you lose. What do you have to say to that?
Cool. I said it last year too, and I beat them 9-7. And I won the CSC. So they can say whatever they want. You know, I've been Mr. Nice Guy for a long time, and a lot of these haters out there are starting to come out the woodwork saying I'm coming up with excuses, yada yada yada. Listen, I work. I take care of my family. Darts is like third or fourth on the list behind fantasy football.
And now, I mean, let's talk about it, right? You get over the hump tonight, you get into the finals again. That would put you in a favorite position to go back to back for winning the CSC. I mean, what would it feel like to get the win tonight?
Oh, it feels great. You know, I've been practicing a lot in my mind. At my desk at work, I've been air throwing some darts, and there's no excuses whatsoever, because I still expect to win. So if I'm playing my game and I hit 70% of my chances I take, then Mike loses again and again and again and again.
But you gotta admit, Mike's in great form right now, right?
He's irrelevant. Next question.
And, you know, you were down against JC, and Mike gave you a call during that intermission there. Do you think he's going to give you a call if he's got you down in this one?
Mike's irrelevant. Next question.
Is there, out of the remaining players, Ram Guevara, Luke Pretzel, Rick Hensey, and JC Martinez, who gets back to third place?
Ram Guevara.
And is there anybody you want to thank for their support on this campaign trail?
Of course, Nick. I want to thank my sponsors, man. We got EDC, Maximum Precision Designs, Booyah Darts. We got Target. We got the Dart Train. We got just everyone, all my family, friends, everyone that supports me through this journey of being a commentator / dart player with excuses. And I just enjoy all of it, and I'm enjoying life. And I can't wait to play tonight, because if I do win tonight, again, Mike will not hear the end of it for another year, even if I lose and get double dipped.
And
Nick, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest, Nick. All right, let's just put it all on the table right now, okay?
Put it on the table.
All on the table right now. Mike Maloney has only been relevant in 3 tournaments. All right? Only been relevant in 3 tournaments. It will never get old that when he or if he wins the CSC at any point in time, it's because it's online. That it's not a joke anymore, Nick. It's all proven facts. All proven facts. Over 20 years, he has 2 victories in person. He just better be glad this one's online.
Well, that sounds like a mic drop moment in both essence of that meaning there. The Rambler, now known as the commentator, going to show it tonight. Danny, we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Danny Baggish, the Rambler, a.k.a. the Gambler, and I approve this message as president.
That's a good way to start. Big 180. Jen and I will be having a little competition based on our signature barrels here. So just a reminder, definitely purchase my barrels. Just leave hers alone for a little bit so I can get up on the ante, and then we'll call it good. But in the end, she supports me as well. I know she agrees I do have the better barrel, right, Jen? That's right, Will. Thanks, Jen. Now go purchase your barrels today, folks.
Joined here by President Mike Maloney. And Mr. Maloney, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy campaign season to talk with us. Where is your campaign headquarters located tonight, and what company is backing you?
Playing out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois, and I'm playing for Excel Entertainment.
Well, it is a pleasure to have you back on talking with us here, Mr. Two-Time. And, tonight your opponent, Danny Baggish, his goal, he says, season in, season out, is just to play you. Well, right now he's also posting online that he's just a commentator, that he's not really practicing. Do you think he's doing that as a mental game to potentially try to come up with reasons for a loss before the game even happens? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's definitely a little mental game. That's just what he does. That's who he is. But no, there's no precursor to maybe like a preemptive excuse kind of deal. It's all just fun banter back and forth.
And of course, there are still many tough competitors left in this bracket. Rick Kinsey, Luke Pritzel, Ram Guevara, and JC Martinez. Which of those four players do you think is most likely to make the run back to the third place match?
Ooh, it's very, very hard to go against Ram. He's being just as consistent as I've ever seen anybody. I know JC does have the firepower to take him out. I don't know that Rick and Pritzel are putting forth the consistent enough effort, but stranger things have happened. All capable players. I just think that Ram is too much on point at this point in his game.
And of course, Danny, your match tonight, defending title holder and current president of the CSC Challenger Series. What are your thoughts about tonight's match as a whole? What's your game plan? What's your mentality here?
I just have to try to stay on my game. I know he likes to mix it up, and I don't really veer off of my targets. The way I play the game, where Danny will kind of bounce around depending on how his opponent's playing. So if he's closing ahead of me, I'm just going to have to kind of play a little bit of his game, especially when he's hitting. We've seen the match versus JC. He got out to a slow start because he was taking those shots and was missing them. Then he decided to play a little Maloney game and point, and it gave him that extra little heat that he needed to blaze through the second half. So I'm hoping I can jump out. Whether he comes out slow or not, I don't think that I'll have that luxury of him playing that way. But regardless, I hope that I come out with a few legs in the beginning to have a little cushion.
Is there anything you want to say to the people supporting you on the campaign trail this season?
Just keep your eyes peeled. I don't know how many bad games I got in me tonight, but I'm hoping it's none. So hopefully we get some big fireworks tonight.
Well, we are looking forward to seeing you, Mr. Two-Time Mike Maloney, president of the CSC Challenger Series, going up against current president of the CSC Challenger Series. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck in tonight's debate.
I'm Mike Maloney, and I approve this message.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we go. Danny Baggish, Mr. Irrelevant. Mike Maloney, up 4-3. How about that? Mr. Irrelevant, up 4-3. Come on now, Danny. Beautiful interviews. What do you say?
Hell of a bring back there, Will, if I've ever heard one. That one was top notch. That Mr. Irrelevant call could not have been performed better than that. It is crazy that Danny Baggish called him Mr. Irrelevant, and Mike Maloney is up 4-3 right now. So I'd say he's pretty relevant. That being said, he's got 5 more legs to go. Can he get across that finish line, Will?
He definitely can, but it's going to be a heck of a fight. I think we could go back and forth as Danny's going, what are you talking about?
Boy.
We ain't going yet.
Uh-oh. Danny's saying it's Danny time.
Here we go. They got a little talking going on in their group chat just to let you all in on a little information.
I want everyone to know that Danny time started with a 555. But of course, Mike did flex before that, so we'll see what he does. Well, that's a bummer. 5 is worse than 6, so Danny with the advantage early on.
Yeah, it takes away the 19s, 20s. And around the board he
Boom goes
goes.
the dynamite. Danny Baggish. Big 9. Momentum should be favoring Mike Maloney right now here, Will, but tis not. Danny Baggish gets broken in the last leg before the break, but has come out firing here in this one.
Well, you got to think the break was there. I mean, it's hard to keep that momentum when you're going to have a little break. So did Maloney continue to stay on the board? What did he do? Did he take a quick restroom drink break and then come back? We don't know. We kind of tend to do our own things during the break and then come back and go about the business. So, Nick, did you notice him doing anything in the background or at all?
I want you guys to know the only thing they have been doing, including during this leg still, is nonstop messaging back and forth in their player chat. Right? Like I'm making 4 messages in this leg so far between the two of them.
That is fantastic.
And I'm going to guess Danny's talking the most trash right this second. But
Absolutely.
I love that. I would say Mike Maloney could have played an entire league match during the break. We don't know. He's been known to do that. Nice trip 20 on the last one, Mike. He wanted to make sure those were really closed. So Danny, 3 bowls needed. Well, it's a little bit more awkward now, but he'll probably pull it off anyway. Just kidding. Worse than the last one.
Yeah, this is going to Danny here for 4-4.
Yes, it is.
First
start.
You may have closed his eyes there for that one.
You mean Michael Jordan style? Yeah, there they are. They're showing each other that they're 40-year-old plus players. Hey, I got a little bit of muscle to my fat too. I can flex on that at the end for you guys.
Remember just some mashed potatoes, Sean. Trust me, I got called out, though, by some friends this past weekend. They said, what you weighing in at, Will? 250 these days? I said, oh, guys, that's a little rough.
Yeah, 248.
Thank you. All in the cheeks.
Like the face cheeks? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Like the squirrel cheeks you got there?
I wanted to leave you guys guessing.
Hey, Nick.
What do we get?
You, buddy.
No, we get a yeah. Oh gosh.
Well, getty on up.
That's terrible.
3 in the bed from Danny Baggish to follow the white horse from Mike Maloney. And welcome to the CSC Chowder Series, where the commentary never quits. And usually it's nonsense, but here we are. Back-to-back 9s. That's 3 in a row between these two players. Did we get a 4th? No, of course not. Why would he do that? Blew it. Gosh. Probably can't have nice things. Do you think Danny bet the under on the 9 marks? Do you think that's what happened here?
He definitely could have.
We want to make sure everyone's perfectly clear that there is no gambling of the CSC Chowder Series that we are aware of any kind. So,
but just in case, 1-800-GAMBLER. Get your help today if you're an active gambler, aka Danny Baggish.
Yeah, 21 years or older. It's avoid wherever prohibited. And if you have a gambling problem, please reach out to 1-800-GAMBLER. Maloney double?
Yep, double 15. And look at this leg. 7-0, 6-2-5 here.
Yep. Yeah, this is what we call a supermodel or a Ryan Gosling leg, depending on how you go. Because this thing is purty. 6.53 from Mike Maloney.
quality leg there. We didn't mention any averages. How about at half? It was a 5.2 for Danny Baggish and it's 5.73 for Mike Maloney. Currently, as it stands, 5.76, 5.33. So Baggish has a little work to do, you feel?
I mean, but this is how he can play. He doesn't need the highest average. He needs the higher ground. And with the higher ground, he's going to win some of these legs that he shouldn't win. So far, I mean, you're seeing it. He's, 0.4 different on the average, and he's only down one leg? That's almost insane right now.
I agree, but at the same time, I just feel like Mike's going to crawl or climb, either one.
Crawl
or climb, either one, up to a higher average, and I think he'll end the night at a 5.9 or so. So, Danny, if you're Danny, you've got to pick this up to at least a 5.5, if not a 5.6 range, I think.
Well, boom goes the Hawk smash there. That's number 16.
And I may add conjecture here. Part of the reason Danny's averages is like that is if he truly has been practicing, those last start triples have been last start singles or misses, and that's where that discrepancy is coming from. Sure, when he does collect, he usually can collect on a lot of it, but there's a lot more 5 marks than 7 marks tonight from Danny, which is probably where that average dip is at.
I mean, only 5.9 marks so far.
Hey, Big Word McGee, can you tell us what that word meant?
Which one?
Oh, you know the word.
Average? Danny? Gambler?
No.
Discrepancy?
It's like conjecture or something.
Yeah, listen, I don't know.
Melatonin. Nick, melatonin. What a shot from Mike. Good 8 mark there.
Mike's aiding up the competition right now.
Yeah, this is looking promising for him. And if he can grab this leg to go 6-4 ahead, that is it's golden for him.
Well, let's see if he can stay gold, Pony Boy. Goes inside on that double. Nick, did you see that hair suggestion for you?
I did, and let me tell you, you promised top 30 in the CSI. I'm still on over Sugar Shane having disappointing 2-and-out runs in the CSC. You don't get your hair color choice if you go 2-and-out.
He has been juggling so much on his plate, most of which he probably did to himself, but that's not the point. I think that is rude.
I will say, if we hit over 2,500 viewers tonight, I'll shave my head before TOC tomorrow.
Oh my!
Please hit that share button, everybody.
Oh,
please.
Yes. Where are we at?
It doesn't matter.
If you guys get 1,000 friends to tune in across any of our 4 platforms, I will shave my head before TOC.
That's a dude. You're gonna look so ugly, Nick. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you,
guys. I just want you to know I look like Bobby Hill when I shave my head.
He is terrified right this second for doing this. Guys, you all have friends that are going to do this, right? Like, come on now. Yeah, I think a reverse mohawk would be more fitting, but that's fine. We can do shaved head.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3 here. Not going to be enough, but miss from Maloney. You're back in.
But make 3 darts.
How often does he miss 3 fats, though?
Well,
how often does he miss 3 fats, though?
What a recovery. Big double, and he puts his hands like a cobra on top of his head. He'll take it, though. 6-4 lead. He gets separation on Danny Baggish, Will Stewart.
Yep, that's big leg there for Mike Maloney. He's Goes back to back legs in like 9 and 10 to gather some distance here. Now, Danny looking to start off with a biggie one. Ooh. So,
yeah, guys, log into every device, share this thing around. Nick to share a shaved bald head for TOC if we get over 2,500 viewers. We'll keep you updated. We're at 1367 right now, so we got to double this bad boy.
did Nick tell you about our time at Texas Roadhouse last night, Sean?
He did not, but anytime you go out to eat with Nick, it is always an adventure because he always likes to make awkward situations a little bit more awkward.
Well, there was a birthday, and of course they do the yeehaw on the saddle. And what does this dude do? He yells at the top of his lungs, "Yeah!"
Yeah, like
So
that, but
that's-
10 times better.
That's super embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it gets worse because there's a gang of dart players there. One
Oh, a
being
gang, a gaggle.
Yep, one being Miss Katie, who did
Oh, hi, Katie.
the call out for us immediately after to all of Texas Roadhouse. And boy, was
Nice.
it embarrassing.
Guys, if we hit over 3,000 viewers, I'll go to the Texas Roadhouse with you.
And Nick will buy food.
We've already jumped 100 viewers, by the way. I need you to understand that.
That's great. Folks, once again, this is your Division I King Seat battle between Danny Baggish and Mike Maloney.
But that doesn't matter anymore. It's about getting Nick's hair gone. Share this bad boy out. Let's go. I'm just kidding.
it.
Mike
Do
Maloney
it now.
looking at the 17s. Only gets 4 of them. Ruh-roh. But Maloney doesn't have to do anything anymore. Hold his throw. Win the match. Hold your throw. You win the match. Big 8 mark from Danny Baggish, though. He is always extremely good at just back against the wall, scratching and clawing his way out of things.
And I've said it before, we'll say it again. That's where he spent most of his PDC career. Boy, was he good at it. How many
Look at
comebacks
Kevin
did he
Luke.
have?
Kevin Luke said, just got off the plane and shared.
Love it, Kevin.
How many comebacks? What?
What? How many
What'd you say?
comebacks? How many comebacks do you think he made on the PDC tour?
Who, Baggish?
I mean, obviously not enough to keep his card, but at the same time,
Well, that's the given answer, but I would say at least once the UK Open. I remember that comeback on stage
Oh,
on
the
stage
World-
2.
World Championships too. Few of
Yeah, he
those.
did that one fine. That one was all right. 555 from Danny Baggish. High fives from Baggish, and it is a 6-5 ball game. That was this 5th leg on the board. He just waved at the camera or gave it like, oh, baby. I don't know what he did. Mike Maloney going first.
He's just
Essentially,
keeping,
it is 6-5.
he's keeping himself in striking distance here.
And Mike Maloney goes, pa, pa, pa. Or something like that. Good answer from Baggish, though.
Good answer from Alan English, who says just found all the devices in the house and now creating new profiles just to become a new viewer.
See, that's the type of attitude we need from everybody.
Exactly. If you're not creating new profiles right now, what are you doing?
Plus, what are you doing? 19.9 marks. Mike Maloney's throwing a 9.0 right now through 2 legs. Like, you're going to be wanting to watch this anyway. Like, your friends are going to want to watch this anyway. Commentary aside, this is fantastic. So let's hit that like button, hit that share button. And if you leave a comment in our chat tagging just one friend that is not watching right now, you can get entered in tonight's live stream giveaway, where tonight's raffle winner will receive a set of Mike Maloney soft tip darts and 20 grams from Winmore. That's a huge prize on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning or Monday evening. Tuesday afternoon if you're Troy.
What a beautiful
And
9
boom
there.
goes the dynamite Danny Baggish.
He needed it, but still, you can see it's not enough as Mike can take the risky play here, attack it right away. And even if you can consider it risky, yeah, he'll make the smart choice on 2 or back up.
That head's getting shaved. That's for sure.
Oh, is it?
Oh, if all these people are tagging in, people are not here.
Oh.
It's on. Welcome to the CSC Challenger Series, everybody. We are so happy to have you, and let's have you forever. As Maloney goes miss on the double 17, so it takes him 2 darts to get it close anyway. Could have just gone at the triple and avoided all that.
We're also just going to fake like we have 2,100 viewers right now. 2,100 viewers. Awesome stuff.
We can't say we're going to fake it and then not fake it.
Yes. Yes.
Because we really do have 2,100 viewers. I mean, everyone just doesn't need to know that. Tammy tags the best name ever, James Punches.
From Kansas.
I love it. I'm going to guess they're from Kansas. It was Tammy.
True. Touche.
Big 7 mark from Maloney. Josh Bennett goes, entire population of China.
That's good. Bob's saying I might want to throw something in too if we want to see his head get shaved. I'll throw in a free high five.
Yeah. That's not, no. Brandon Lamora says he'll shave his head too. That's nice of him. He probably had that set up for the day before TOC anyway.
Danny behind by a good margins. Got to go to the Bulls. But it's still a fantastic lead from him. It's just he didn't have the start. That's really what killed him here. Is both players 6'2",
Mike's going to do it to him one more time.
That was a good one there.
And it's the hat trick, 5.88 from Mike Maloney. Again, reminder, $2,250 guaranteed to the winner of this match. Loser is only guaranteed $750, which only is a relative term. I'd rather take that too. Don't get me wrong. It's a $500 difference though. And the winner is also in the best spot to win that $4,500 first place prize. Man, Danny is throwing those phantom darts right now. And he hits a white horse throwing those phantom darts.
Yeah.
White horse to Shara missed the white horse.
Yeah, that's all right.
We appreciate everybody joining us. CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. This is the king seat of our tournament as Mike just goes ahead and hip checks map it there on the board next to him. He gets that guy to say, I'm sorry. Even though Mike's the one who shoved into him. That's the Maloney effect if I've ever seen it.
I marked there from Danny. No points on the board, but yeah, just crossing out some numbers right now, making it hard on Maloney. Needs another one. Gets another one. Yep. 98-point lead now. So, but 2 darts from Baggish, and that's out the door, and then he can close the 16s, which he may do first. Oh.
Now he's in trouble.
Could be. I mean, it's going to still, I think Maloney still has to get a 7 or 9 here on the 15s. Or
I don't know. I feel like I would have tried it there.
You could have taken a shot. Well, he took a shot at 1 there. I don't mind it. I think he had to at least open up the 15s.
To be honest, though, really Baggish's strategy has really kind of thrown us off on what to possibly do there.
Yep.
which is exactly what he's trying to do.
Well, in my mind, if Maloney didn't start on those 15s and tried to take the points, that opens up Baggish for a 9 mark of his own on the 15s to take the lead. So,
yeah, maybe only a 9 would have done it. Like that's
But Baggish is going to take that play because he knows
Well, of
his
course.
capabilities on the 15s and 16s, just every number in general. Let's be fair.
he's pretty good on the.
He's pretty good at cricket.
But this is a little bit of an opening here from Maloney again.
It is. It definitely is. Yeah, got to stay. And only one triple. If I'm Baggish, I make that hurt. You got to hit the trip 20, transfer over, and close it.
Staying? He's staying.
Yeah, he's got to now. I mean, that second dart, if it was even in the single, maybe he would have taken that shot, but especially in the triple, he would have. This is big moments here. I mean, Baggish doesn't want to find himself 8-5 down. Then you're knocking on the door of third place here.
Hey, Scott, thanks for joining us here on the CSC China Series. That's not important. It is Nick Teixeira's. Trust me, he's going to look hilarious with that. And you will get a picture of it if you just share this out to 900 of your friends.
Just share it to the Minuteman Dart League, Scott. Or NC Coast and 605 and all that good stuff up there.
Anything that might get you banned, but also might get this head shaved, Boom goes the dynamite, Mike Maloney. And listen, we're not one to toot our own horn, but that wouldn't even break the record for the most viewers we've had on the CSC China Series at one time. So it's not like we're asking for too much. Come on, everybody. Maloney missed the double 20 by hitting the double 5. It's the Maloney double that fails him.
And Baggish to make it hurt.
Bags himself a 9 on the 20s. Big darts. Mike Maloney at the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois. Taking on Danny Baggish. Trick Shots Metro West. Kissimmee, Florida. What we're calling that? Orlando, Florida.
Take a shot at the win.
Thoughts and prayers with everyone in the Orlando area or in the Florida area that's been affected by the terrifying hurricane. Actually, everyone who's had to deal with that across the country.
Yeah,
from the East Coast all the way down.
Really devastating stuff in the Carolinas and even in Georgia. So, yeah, it's difficult.
Danny Baggish, a 5.23 does get the job done. 7-6, but Maloney going first. Again, technically, this should maximum go 3 more legs. If Mike just does his job. But that's tough.
This could be a big one. Yep. This could be a big one for Danny to get himself back in it to go 7-7. And then anything can happen. Anything can happen from there.
Even a triple here helps, and that won't.
This is what I'm talking about. Incoming 7 from Danny.
7?
Incoming 7 mark.
You don't have to undersell him. Oh, that is such an unlucky kiss on that second dart.
Incoming 7 mark from Danny Baggish.
You shut your mouth. You know that was as good as a 9. Maloney's in trouble, though, in this leg. I don't know why he's pushing so much. He's up 7-6.
He's got a little pressure
did
behind
this-
him.
He did this earlier in the match. And you can see Danny waited for Mike to get his darts out of the board.
This is the reality.
Before he does, he nodded his head. He nodded his head before the last dart.
Mm-hmm.
The gambler is gambling.
This is, these guys have dueled each other so many times, but I feel like Danny has the upper hand in their matchups.
Yeah, I mean, even this worst case scenario, boom goes to dynamite. Worst case scenario, it's tie ball game. Mike still is going first with an advantage here in this leg.
Agree, but you can just see. I'm looking at him in the background, and you can see he's tense. He's very tense.
Yeah. Oh,
he's leaning
100%.
up against the table.
He's tense in the foreground.
Yeah, he's got to this point in years past, and probably had some trouble against Danny.
Well, I don't think it's that aspect of it at this point. I think he's just
catching that rut at the right time.
I mean, he's just hitting the wires on the wrong side right this second, and that's a frustration. And I get it, but
wasn't it?
He's getting railroaded now, and there's no reason to let this affect multiple legs.
I may be mistaken a match here. I'm trying to think. What was their? Didn't their last match?
It was 9-7. The last
Maloney
time they played each other,
or Danny?
No, Baggish.
I'm pretty sure this is the same exact moment that we saw in that 9-7 because I recall Danny being down by a leg, making it 7-7, and rattling off 2. So I'm recalling that happening in their last matchup.
Well, let's ask Nick. Nick, I know, did the research before this. So, Nick?
Yes.
There you go. Told you.
That seemed confident to me. I don't know about all you guys at home. But we're at 1625 on that viewership. So right now, that head's staying warm, and we can't have any of that. So hit that like button, hit that share button one more time. Let everybody know that we are live here. CSC Chowder Series tie ball game 7-7 scoreline. Mike Maloney going first. And if you leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page, you can get entered in for your chance to win a set of Mike Maloney soft tip darts and 20 grams from Winmore. If he ends up losing this match, it might be the match set of those darts. They might be a little bit broken. But starts off with a big 7 there.
Yeah, that was clutch. Needed that. But Danny about to answer back with like or more. Oh,
or
just
less
on the outside.
Maloney, big first start, looking down, gets rid of it, going back up or over, back up. 7-7 start from Mike Maloney. That's all he needs to do.
Big darts.
Big 9 from Baggish. Forces Mike to do a little bit more than 7 marks potentially. That's a tough first start. Gonna have to work around it.
So we mentioned the averages at half, 5.2 and a 5.73. I
Big
felt
last.
like Maloney would go up. It's evident he's going down a little bit. How about a 5.52 currently for Mike, 5.46 for Danny Baggish? We are tight on those averages.
Yeah, it doesn't get much tighter than that. But there's a little soft opening again for Mike. 6-3-3 playing 6-3-3. The averages don't matter anymore. Best 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3 at this point. Can't believe he gets down to this end and it's like 2 out of 3. You kidding me? He never looked at the 18s, which is the exact opposite strategy that Danny would have there. Sally Kelly, love you. I'm guessing you're talking about me. That's what I preached about you. Is he looking? He is. And he gets the Maloney double. They don't call it the Maloney double for nothing.
That was a clutch double right there to close the door. Are we going the distance, or does this one finish 9-7, folks? What do you think? It is.
I think it goes the distance.
It's really getting good here.
Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney gets the bow down. That's number 27 on the 90 marks. They've sneakily gotten that 90 mark count way up there.
They certainly have.
Again, guys, need to hit that like button, that share button. 7-7 scoreline, about to be 8-7 Mike Maloney, unless something crazy happens, which does not look likely here. Thank you. And let everybody know, not to forget that today is your last chance to get the A to Z dart of the month. Earn $15 off all Harrow Toro darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll get added to the raffle to win a set of Harrow's Black Knight steel tip darts in 21 grams. So you can win a set of Mike Maloney's and Black Knight steel tip darts in the next 24 hours when you purchase that dart of the month. The giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. Also, the new Target launches here with a ton of new products, including the K-Flex colors, those like $500 Luke Littler darts that are beautiful looking, the RVBs that are like $800, and then the $1 million tens of that amazing dart. Shot has also debuted 3 new barrels. Purchase a new Shot dart range and get a free flight deck while supplies last. For more dart launches, check out the Colonial launch. That's the Will Stewart and Jen Mounts darts, and the Winmore US player launch, like the Mike Maloney's. Big 7 from Mike. Will, we know your predictions are wrong already. Does mine come true at this point?
I think this goes 8-8 here. Baggish, this is a big dart. Gets it, slides it in there somehow.
And if you want to get involved in the CSC Challenge Series, go to dartstoc.com and just check out that map. Boom goes the dynamite. That map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. And if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. Doesn't ridiculous a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing 1 league a week, plus some other stuff, will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. And again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. This weekend, TOC gets started on Saturday, Will. USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts. That is going to be an absolute blast. I cannot wait. Ryan Mooneyham joining our crew. We're going to have a lot of great coverage coming your way from the Tournament of Champions in Kansas City. Right now, Maloney up to the task. But so is Baggish. Big 9.
Massive 9. Massive. Forces Maloney to attack the 16s here. A number he's hit well tonight. And the steal.
Back to back. My goodness. They're at 39s, and Maloney lets out a roar. But it opens up Baggish to get the last 9. Baggish the last 9. Oh! Is that going to be the dart? Maloney thought it was.
That very well could be. Yeah, that's going to do it, I think. Goes
Maloney
out the
double.
15s. Yep.
Gets a Maloney double at the end. Still winning darts in the hand for Danny Baggish. You do not dare put this past him hitting this in this moment. This is where this guy lives.
This is a toughie.
He's been hitting double bowls all night long. You don't think he's not going to hit this? Tiger Woods would make this putt. MJ knocks down this 3.
Fun fact, Danny Baggish is definitely not MJ, nor is he Tiger Woods.
Well,
he's Danny Baggish. You're welcome for that fun fact.
Listen, that would have made the coolest The coolest hype spot of all time. He said, what should I do here? He's letting Mike stew on it. And of course, he does hit the one to make it 3-3. Maloney for the king seat.
Nick in the background. Oh my goodness.
Will Stewart, are those going to be the darts that cost him this match?
Very well could. No better time than now, Danny.
Wow.
Holy moly. And look at him roar when he knows he was out of that leg. He knows he was out of that leg.
Iced him. He iced the kicker, and it worked.
What was that, 6-0,
I'm telling
6-4?
Yeah, and insane.
How?
Last leg decider will start with a diddle, a 3-dart count up to see who goes first in this match.
How?
It is split bull on this count up. I cannot believe we're going to a last leg decider here, and I don't think Mike Maloney can. I actually don't think Danny Baggish can. That's why it's on 10 seconds remaining.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
I mean, this is the real reason why you shared this feed, guys.
You gotta go downstairs, or do you gotta try to hang it through?
He said, why doesn't I do that on the first start? So now if you're Maloney, you hit that triple on the first dart, you're going to move down to the 25 on dart 3.
That shows you how massive that diddle is here.
Oh, now he needs to tie it. Oh, baby. Let's go to a diddle part 2. And all Danny wanted was another opportunity here. This might be a 180.
It could be back to back. What if they do that? 180, 180 to force a third. 180, 180.
Oh, that is so unlucky. Because now Mike only needs a 140.
Yep. That is a difficult last. He wanted to at least keep it in the same bed.
Another one of those.
Beautiful dart for Mike.
Oh, just a single 20 will do. 19 will work. Mike Maloney gets the start in the last leg decider, and that might be the turning point. That might erase everything that's happened. Denny might have been better off if that was just loser start in that last leg decider, because I think that allowed Mike to forget all about that. But here we go. The start's all that matters. All that matters here, Will, is the start. Mike needs to take away the high ground real quick on Danny Baggish.
Smart here from Mike. Take a second, take a breath or two, and then get underway. 7 minimum. I think you need 7 minimum there. And he only...
And a 3's not going to do it.
That's not going to.
After that start, my goodness. Last leg decider, 8-8, CSC Challenger Series King Seat match. If Baggish gets that, nope, he's going to have to stay here too. Does get it, but he knows that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it
Will
really
he
is.
get more?
When you're the guy with the starts like that, you have to take advantage early, and you can see Danny didn't think that was enough. I don't think so either.
Mike being uber aggressive there. I don't know if I like that.
I don't like that at all. Stay on the 20s.
It's good last, but that opens up the door for Baggish again, who's going to say thank you if he hits his first treble. First triple, he's moved up to the 20s. Priority here for him is getting rid of the 20s.
Look at the pressure these guys are feeling. I mean, they're taking so much time to set up here. And look at the outcomes. I mean, they're putting the pressure on themselves.
Mike's wondering, is this actually happening?
They are slow.
Am I actually messing up and I'm still going to get this opportunity?
Both of these guys have slowed this game down to a crawl for this last leg decider.
Mike. The Maloney doubles. Listen, okay, first start to miss the board, shooting that. You can't do that there. He saved it, but I mean that he had to say lots of prayers today to those dart gods for that dart to hit on dart 2 and then dart 3.
Baggish hated that round. Hated every bit of it. There's a reason why, too.
Because of that. Big 9. Maloney strikes first. Gets the chest bump. Danny tried to take out the 20s again. Again hits the 5s. And stays on the 20s. Well, Mike will never have a better opportunity than this.
No, this is his to give away at this point.
He's not doing it.
Nope.
He's not doing it this time.
He won't. Look at the hugs already.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
I can assure you Danny was like, okay, there.
Well, I mean,
after seeing that in the game screen.
Listen, this all plays into what Danny wants to do, right? He wants to play Mike 2 more times.
We all want that too, but there's somebody that's going to get in the way possibly of that.
Great.
We won't be Mike yet.
Darts from Mike Maloney in that last leg decider. 5.83 wins the match. Ooh, smash almost gave it away, bud.
Oh, he definitely almost gave that away, and he knows it too. Wow. That was a battle and a half, and I'm going to be frank right off the bat. 5-3, 5-6-2. I think both of these guys could have had a better performance, but that's not always going to happen. You're not always going to get the best of the best, and it's not always going to be the match we anticipated going, but boy, was it a thriller going down to that last leg nonetheless.
Yeah, insane. Man, how about Mike misses those 3 bowls? Danny goes 100, Mike goes 100, Danny goes the 1-3-5. The click off that third dart into the trip 5. Mike's able to get the 1-3-9 to get the start, and man, the start was atrocious by both players as well, but Mike finally got it going first with the higher ground. That's all he needed to do. Gets the job done. That was crazy match, man. I'm still trying to catch my breath. It's hot in this streaming room tonight. That's for sure.
I agree with you. It's a little toasty down here as well. Man, a good matchup here in our KINGSEAT. Our Division 1 has been a thriller the whole way, and it's continuing to be that way. I mean, what more can you ask for, folks? Going 9-8, getting some intense pressure in that count up, and so on and so forth. But right now, Mike Maloney, guaranteed first or second place here in this division. Once again, he's found himself in this position.
It's impressive for him to do it again. Third place last season, a couple of firsts, obviously, a couple of seasons before that. So he's ready to get back in that winner's circle. Danny's gonna tell you that this was garbage from him. Mm-hmm. A 5.3 is purely garbage from him, and he'll tell you that. And no one will be able to really bat an eye at that because it's true for him. Mm-hmm. I think he might have talked himself into it a little bit today. You know, he kept talking he was going to lose. He kept talking he's not playing well. You know, it might come back. That confident Danny, I think is going to be needed for this comeback, and I think that confident Danny's going to come back out. He exists a little bit in the interview. I just kind of want to see more of that personally, kind of off the screen too. Because Mike's going to have all the confidence in the world.
For me, the true sign was that last leg. Both significantly dropped off on pace. They had a few, rounds there where both were hesitating to come to the line, really thinking about their darts, which can really cause pressure situations, and that's exactly what it did. So, at the end of the day, they came, they battled. we got a decent performance with a 5.62 and a 5.3. Their averages will kind of deviate off of that, and we're going to keep rolling on with the business, aren't we?
Yeah, we get a week off from the CSC now as we head to TOC. We're excited to be there. If you're going to be there in person, please come say hi. Or else we're going to see you in the afternoon when we're running around the venue trying to get as many people to say Boom Goes the Dynamite as possible. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, but maybe that's one thing that I've dreamed about forever, and it'll just be a great compilation. Anyway, so we'll do that, maybe a couple other things, but it's going to be a great time, man. It's my favorite tournament to go to every year. We go to a lot of great ones. Just TOC, they do it the best, really. It's hard to say anything different.
They really do, and they're going to prove it to you at Tournament of Champions here. Well, this Saturday is when we kick off our coverage, so join us. I think we begin at 10:30 a.m. local time. That's Central Time. So look for our streaming coverage on both USA Darts as well as partners promoting darts, folks. It's going to be an absolutely, I'll be flat out hell of a time. Join us, folks. It's good. It's good.
And did we get a final score? Nick, did we get to 2,500? Are you going to shave your head?
No.
Or 1904. 1904.
1904 is pretty awesome. So, yeah, we lied to you in the chat about the 2,100 just to try and get you guys to share this more. We were at like 1,500 at that point. So we got actually up to 1,900. That was really close. I'm really impressed. I think Nick should still do it. I think the chat earned it.
You should. You definitely should. Nick, shave it. All righty, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira, Sean Green, per usual. Thanks for joining us, folks. Because
have a great night.
You're just not as good.
Fair.